I got my start in this industry coming out of college. My mother-in-law worked with Jerry McCabe's wife, and they had an opening in the marketing department at a company called Clevite Engine Parts, which at the time was a division of Dana Corporation. And I had no idea even how to spell aftermarket. So I was lucky enough to get an interview, and fortunately they thought enough of me to take a chance and hire me right out of college as a marketing specialist. And coming to work on your first day and getting to work with the likes of John Washbish, who was our president at the time, and Jerry McCabe and Max Dull, all giants of our industry, was truly something special. I knew at that time I was watching greatness at work. My biggest influences will go right back to that first day when I started. Coming to work for John Washbish, Jerry McCabe, and Max Dull. I've always called them the triumvirate of aftermarket thinkers. When you think about what they have done in our world, so far ahead of their time. I think to Jerry McCabe, all the data initiatives that we have, everything from pies, aces, all of that stuff started with Jerry's at the time. I mean, we're going back to 20 years ago when he gave the All About the Data speech. And I consider him the father of aftermarket data. And that is by far my biggest influence. But I've been fortunate enough to work for some great people and with a lot of great people and personalities in the 20 years I've been in the industry. From Scott Howitt to Bill Hamvey, my boss now, John Douglas, our president. I've learned something from all of them, and I've been very blessed every step of the way to work with each and every one of them. The catalyst that got me where I am today, if I were to pinpoint it with one thing, it'd be work ethic. I don't think I am the smartest guy around by any stretch. I try to be innovative. I try to be a lot of things, but one thing that I don't think I will ever be is outworked. My goal is to work absolutely harder than anybody else. And to go to work, growing up where I did, south of Detroit, I've been in a blue-collar town and a blue-collar family my whole life. And while I may not be employed in a blue-collar role right now, I have that mentality. And so every day I go to work because somebody somewhere took a chance on hiring me. And every day that I step into the office or get in front of my computer, I am trying to prove to the rest of the world and the rest of the industry that that person, whoever it was, that took that chance on me, did not regret it and do not regret it. So that work ethic is something that I'm very proud of and take very seriously. First time I ever went to a racetrack wasn't a local short track, wasn't anything like that. My dad was a parts writer, a service parts writer for a local Ford dealership, and we had gotten tickets to, I think at the time it was the Champion Spark Plug 400 at Michigan International Speedway. I would say maybe 1982. So I was 6 years old, and it's not like, NASCAR back then wasn't anything like it is now. And we were fortunate enough to get a chance with the invitation that we got to be able to walk the infield, and that was quite a thrill for 6-year-old me. And just walking through in Dickies pants and a button-down shirt that actually said Bobby on the pocket was Bobby Allison, and he was racing Fords at the time, and he had a Ford hat on with the blue oval, and was signing autographs for anybody and everybody. And to have that kind of interaction really made an impression on me, and the down-to-earth people that are in racing of all sorts, whether you're talking about straight track, circle track. Racers are great people at heart, and and that, for me, my experience started at Michigan International Speedway in about 1982. Ford, Chevy, Dodge, or import? There's only one answer. I mean, Lisa, let's polish it up there. I mentioned that I came from a blue collar family, and part of that blue collar family was my grandfather, two of my uncles, and my dad for about half of his life all worked for Ford Motor Company, and at one time I thought my destiny was to go work for the Blue Oval myself. It never worked out that way, and frankly, I couldn't imagine being on the OE side of things now, because my heart and my passion lies here in the aftermarket. But my driveway has always had Fords in it, and likely will continue. What I love most about this industry is simply the people. The personalities that we get to encounter every day, whether from my position on the manufacturing side, if we're going to visit one of the big retailers, or if we're going to visit a small engine parts specialist in the Southeast, there's so many varied personalities, and at the heart of every one of those personalities is a true, genuine person that cares as much about you or as much about their family as they do about their business, because in many cases their businesses are their families. And so again, from the manufacturing side to distribution to the automotive service professionals that install our parts every day, the people are what makes this industry so special, and something that keeps me here and working so hard every day. Advice that I would give to younger me would be open mind. Keep an open mind. I've always found that maybe it's just my grandparents, I don't know, but as people get older, they tend to get more closed-minded. I think that I've been the opposite, and quite frankly, it took me too long to get there. Change for change sake is never really good. Change is always something that can be a positive, and I may not have always been open to change in that way. And again, going back to the mentors that I had in the industry, if I had to give advice to myself, it would be more open to change and have an open mind to all things. Who would play me in a movie? My mother-in-law, for the longest time, said that I looked like Robin Williams. I'm sure it was probably the goofy hair and the big nose, but I mean, I always took it as a compliment to me that I was super funny and very intelligent. But as I get older, I realize it's probably the former. So unfortunately, we lost a comedic genius that was Robin Williams. So without him to play me, I really don't know. I mean, I guess we'd have to go with the obvious, Bradley Cooper. I mean, we have a lot of similarities there.
Kevin James.
Thank you, honey. Yes. All right. Now, dose of reality. I guess it would be Kevin James. What excites me about the industry's future is the same thing that I love most about the industry now, and that's the people. When I look at the industry's future, the great minds that we have shaping not just the present, but shaping the future, they're brilliant. They're brilliant. And you know, whether you want to classify them as millennials or Gen Zers or however you want to put a label on it, the difference that they've made in this industry over the last 5 years pales in comparison to anything that's happened over the 25 before that. So when I look at the future of this industry, the people that are shaping it really have me excited. I don't know how long I'm going to be around to get to watch them succeed, but every step of the way, I will be leaning on them to help carry me to the finish line, whenever that is.